Messaging startup Intercom just sold a pricey stake in itself. The company's latest funding round of $125 million was led by Mary Meeker of the venture capital firm Kleiner Perkins and values Intercom at $1.2 billion. That brings it into the elite group of about 200 startups known as unicorns, meaning their valuation is $1 billion or more. And the funding comes as messaging services in general continue to gain traction, often replacing email. Joining us now with more, Intercom CEO Eoghan McCabe. Eoghan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So it's interesting, so many of these messaging companies pitch themselves as a way to better communicate. This is in a world where we are getting more notifications and more messages than ever. So what is the value proposition of your product?
Yes. Okay. Well, the way we describe ourselves is as a messaging-first alternative to a bunch of the incumbent products like live chat products, marketing automation products, help desk products that are sold by the likes of LivePerson or Marketo or Zendesk. Fundamentally, we're a customer platform for internet businesses. There doesn't really exist anything like that today. And so our main value prop is that we focus on this new medium and channel. Email is just increasingly ineffective. It's been here for decades, will be here for decades, but modern consumers expect a substantially more fluid and personal and engaging way to connect with businesses, and that's what messaging is now.
Is this a replacement for email? Like, do we still need email if this way of communicating really takes off?
Yeah, like I said, email is not going anywhere. It's about dying, but it's here to stay, just like fax machines.
I thought those had already died, but
no, you'll find them.
Not.
You'll find them. They're on their slow way out. But it is an augmentation to a traditional channel like email. But you'll see just more and more people start to rely on it. One of the big bets we're making is that all businesses will use a modern messenger on their site or in their product.
Mary Meeker says Intercom enables businesses to have a strong relationship with their customers from first touch point to repeat purchase. Its platform unifies customer data and allows sales, marketing, and support teams to have consistently high-quality interactions with their customers. Who's to say a giant incumbent like Salesforce doesn't try to do what you do or buy a version of you and try to do it themselves from within?
Yeah, totally. We look up to Salesforce. There is nobody like them. They're cleanly on their way to $100 billion market cap, say, for days like today. But all companies, and especially really big ones, have a center of gravity. They have a foundation. And everything they do, they have to lean from that place. They were built 20 years ago fundamentally to serve analog businesses that met their customers in person or on the phone. And so they'll start to stretch and do things like this, but it will take a newcomer to fundamentally reinvent how they work.
Am I hearing you say you'd be open to an acquisition by Salesforce with all those kind words?
You didn't hear anything of this.
So let's talk about the valuation. You know, we've been seeing some companies raise at high valuations in the private markets and not be able to sustain them on the public markets. What is the risk there, and how do you assess that risk?
When we raised our first $1 million, and we've never shared it publicly, at a $6 million valuation, I was scared of that. Every time you go out there and put yourself out into the world, tell your best story, and set new goals, it's intimidating. What we've always done is focus on our customers and obsess about our products, and it's got us to good places, and we're just going to keep doing the same.
Do you think we're going to see consolidation in messaging, consumer and enterprise? Like, how many of these services can we really support?
Yeah. Let's talk about the consumer, for example, because there's just better companies to point to. You and I, and we met for the first time today, so this is a guess. Tell me if I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Use so many messaging products.
Yes.
I use
too many.
WhatsApp and Snapchat, not so much anymore, Slack, iMessage, all of them. So there will be both consolidation where some fail, but a lot of these will serve specific special use cases. Slack is great for teammates to connect, and Intercom is built specifically for businesses and customers to connect.